guys. Welcome back to my channel. I am, surprise at the beach, in my car at the beach. So today is Saturday. I still have my morning croaky voice, but yeah, to be honest, so today is Saturday. I haven't been doing my walks since Tuesday, like not even this week, but Tuesday the week before. Only because I had a lot of changes with my work roster, and also I was actually feeling very unwell this week. So I thought, I am feeling better today. So I was like, you know what, let's just get this done, get some vitamin D, get some sun rays, some UVA, UVB. But yeah, I definitely realized that I really missed walking because I know how I felt afterwards. So I really got out of bed this morning. It is only like 9 a.m. on a Saturday. And usually the only reason I'm awake at 9 a.m. on a Saturday is to get to work. So I would clap, but my hands are holding the phone. But woo! That's really weird. Anyway. So yeah, I just wanted to touch base, I guess, I don't even know what I wanted to say before I put this camera on. But to pick yourself back up if you're unwell or if you just things don't go to plan. I think that's so important for me, because old me would just be like, well, it's Saturday, I can hang out with my husband, I can sleep in, I can lay in bed for like hours, or like, I had a stomachache this morning, I can just stay in bed. But it's like, it only takes like an hour out of my whole day to just go on this walk, get it done, especially get it done first thing in the morning. I think that's so important, like just to get the things done out of the way, because the longer I have time to consider it, I will just not do it. So I think if I just, like this morning, just got up, got changed, brushed my teeth, obviously put sunscreen on, and just got out of the house, like that was the first step. And it's like, once you kind of get going, there's momentum, and then you can just get it done. So I feel like I'm just going to feel so good afterwards. I will be hot and sweaty, like a hot mess, as I usually am, like a bloody tomato, but I will feel like I'll just go on with my day afterwards, and I'll just know that I've already done my physical activity for the day, and I've just got my vitamin D in, and it would just make my day just so much better. Why am I saying just so much? Chill. But just a topic that I wanted to cover just before my walk. Why do I keep saying just? A topic before I go for my walk is that I was speaking to my husband. Oh my God, there's people everywhere today. It's such good weather, so you expect people to be out. So hang on, let's just walk past me. I'm so shy. That's one thing I'm conquering this year. So just be able to just do my own thing and not worry what people are going to say. Yeah, I was just speaking to my husband this morning as I was getting ready, and he was like to me, you know what, honey, I actually like the way I look. And I was like, oh my God, mindset. Like, mindset is so important. Like, he was just saying, he's like, I actually really like my shoulders, my build. And I was like, that's because I know he does sometimes have issues with like body image, which is so common in guys, and I feel so grateful that he's able to speak to me, because I know it's, especially in guys, it's just so difficult for them to open up and be vulnerable like that. So as soon as I'm saying this to the world, but I just felt so proud, because I'm like, wow, honey, like you're really appreciating what you have instead of what you haven't. I don't know, it just made me so happy this morning when he told that to me. I was like, oh my God, because he's always like, oh, I want to look like this guy, I want to do this to look like this guy. And it's like, honey, but what about what you have? Like, obviously, like, you have motivation to look like other guys, like by working harder, building what are they called, your traps or whatever. But it's like, I've never heard him positively say like, oh, I actually like the way my shoulders sit, or like I like the way my arms look in the morning, or anything, like just little things like that. I was like, see, it's all in your mindset, because I'm so used to him saying like, oh, I feel like I'm going in circles. But yeah, like just the fact that he's focusing on the positives of his looks instead of the negatives. And that's just so important. And also I had dinner with a friend earlier this week, and we were just kind of speaking like how good how freeing it is to just be in such a positive mindset. And I feel like I've just touched on this like forever, like every single bloody video, but it's just so important to just realize that it's literally mindset. Like, I literally want to get that tattooed on me. I know tattoos are permanent, blah, 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 but mindset just clicks. Like, for example, when I started my shift yesterday, so I worked a 9 to 6 shift yesterday, like, wow, good job. But like, I work, for some reason in the morning, I was like, today, I'm just so exhausted. I don't want to do this. It's going so slow. You know, why are there no customers? Why aren't we busy? Like, everything is just so slow. Like, I kept looking at the time and I was like, I've only been here for an hour and 10 minutes. Like, what's going on? It feels like I've been here for 6. But then I was like, I was obviously stuck in that mindset for, I'd say, even the first 2 hours of my shift. And then kind of afterwards, I was getting tired. I was like, hang on a second. What is up your ass today? Because it is usually, you know, you're so much more positive than this. What is going on? And then after, I just realized, I was like, hey, what are you doing? Like, why are you thinking in that way? Does that make sense? But I feel like as soon as I changed it, as soon as I was like, you know what? I'm here for the next 10 hours. Not 10 hours, that's a bit dramatic. I'm here for the next 5 hours. Let's just make this worth, you know, let's just change the way we're seeing the shift and let's just be more positive about it. Because what is the point of being sad and being whingy and whiny when the shift is still going to be there and I'm still going to have to be here? So why am I thinking like this? And then as soon as I changed it, I was like, you know what? Let's just change the way that this day is going and make it a better day, because you have full control of how your day goes. And just like that, I'm not even lying, I was like, wow, I felt so much lighter and I felt so much more positive. Like, I was like, you know what? Let's just see it from a different perspective. And every customer I saw, even just my colleagues, I was like, you know what? Let's just bring the mood up, because why am I doing this to myself? So every customer, I was so enthusiastic. Like, obviously at the start it was very difficult, but once you kind of get into the swing of things, you're like, wow, why was I like that just 10 minutes ago? Like, huh? But yeah, I think that's just so important. Like, mindset and just the way you see anything in this world. You have full control of your day. I think that's where I'm going with this. You have full control of your day, and you are you create your own happiness. You create the perfect day for yourself. And that's all that matters. Like, if you don't want to do something, don't do it. If you're kind of like my shift, like, if you're in control of how your shift goes, or you're in control of how your night goes, or anything. And it's like, if you're going in with a negative mindset, I honestly love that word. If you're going in with a negative mindset, trust me, you'll have a negative experience. Like, I think it just goes hand in hand. So it's like, if you kind of force yourself, you know, today's a good day. Today's shift is going to be good. Tonight is going to be great. Like, it will be great. Because if you already set your mind on it being a bad day, it will be a bad day. That, as cliche as it sounds, you're in control of that. And it's like, no one's going to change that mindset but yourself. Okay. Anyways, just some positive energy for the day, night, whatever time of the day you're watching this is. But yeah, hopefully that just kind of, I don't know, gets your mind thinking, and just kind of take it in and just see it from a different perspective. And just, life is so much greater. Like, it's so freeing, and you just feel so much better about everything. Like, it's so cliche, but baby steps. But as soon as you kind of get there, it's like, oh, like, okay, that's weird, but you know what I mean. Anyways, all right, I'm gonna go for my walk. I've been in the car for like 20 minutes now. Bye. Hi guys. So we just came back from our walk, and I am feeling not as red as other days, but I am feeling great. I am so sweaty. I just want to take these shoes off because I'm got sweaty feet. But yeah, I'm feeling great. I feel like definitely listening to podcasts while you're walking is actually very beneficial. Like, in a sense where you're also like practicing, like you're just kind of learning about wellness and all that, but then you're also, it's kind of passing the time as well, because I found that when I used to walk with music, it really wasn't like, I wasn't focusing on anything in particular, whereas like I would be like, okay, when is the next song, which means 3 minutes has passed. Whereas if I listen to a podcast, I feel like I kind of dive into the podcast and just forget that I'm walking and just do my thing. So if you're needing motivation to go for a walk, literally listen to a podcast. My favorite is, well, the only one I listen to, and my favorite is the Wellness Cafe. And I feel like it's just so, it just radiates positive energy, and just, I just love it. It's so soothing. Anyways, you understand if you listen to it. But yeah, one thing, my dad called me while I was walking, and I don't know, I feel like time with your parents is actually so, I'm getting emotional, what the frick. Time with your parents is actually so like good for my soul. Hang on, my husband is texting me something really important, BRB. Anyways, okay, the lighting's changed, but time with my parents, I remember back in the days when I need to turn the aircon on, I'm suffocating. Back in the days, I used to be, obviously when you're younger and your parents are strict, you kind of like, oh my God, I can't wait to move out. I can't wait to do my own things, not have to listen to them. I was obviously stuck in that mindset. And then when I move out, oh my God, it's so dark now. I miss them. Like I miss them every day. Like as cliche as it sounds, but I just came across this thing on Instagram where it's like, because I'm 26, it's like you're 26, but in that time your parents have also aged by 26 years, and that really kind of hits me in the feels, because it's like time with them is so limited, and you just don't know, like as negative as it's kind of sounding, I feel like I'm in the mindset now where I'm like, I need to make the most of every single time I see my parents, or you know, because I used to see them, obviously I used to live with them, I'd see them every single day, but now I see them, like I try my best to see them twice a week, but it's just like, I don't know, it's just so good for my soul, and they just kind of humble me and reel me back, if that makes any sense at all. And they just kind of also help me, which is another thing, they also help me see things from a different perspective too, because I feel that I do get my positive mindset from my parents. As cliche as that sounds, like the way they just see things is so different, and it's like I learn so much from them every time I see them. Like I'll tell them something bad that's happened, and they'll be like, yeah, but this. They'll be like, yeah, but look on the bright side, but this didn't happen, or like, you know, this happened because you got a job, or like, it's just positive energy. And they always just they always back me up, because parents do that, but it's like they always just make me feel so much more, like they just make me feel okay. That's so cliche, but I love them. I think they might be watching this. Hi mum and dad. But yeah, that's just another thing that I was just thinking about on my walk, and it's like, I'm so grateful for my parents, and I'm so grateful for all that, you know, they've taught me and what they've done for me, the sacrifices, all that fun stuff. But it's like, you just need to just tell them you love them. Like I feel like that's especially in Asian culture, you don't tell parents you love them, because it's such a weird thing to express our feelings. But yeah, just tell your parents you love them and how grateful you are of them. And I don't know, just, yeah, okay, that's so... Okay, I'm gonna go home now. We have things to do today, so maybe I'll update you. But so just an update, we're just eating some pies from Parry Hills Bakery because we're starving. Yum! So I got a steak and mushroom pie from there. And what did you get, darling?
Bok choy pie.
Oh, your mouth is really in the frame. Bok choy pie is so good. This is what they're famous for.
Award-winning pies in Adelaide, Parry Hills Bakery, #1.
Yeah, they do bok choy pies, and they do pho pies as well, which is like...
Their sausage rolls up.
Oh, I'm so excited to try this because their pies are all good. Okay, bye.